is my mammy and her mammy I am.
You hardly ever see Grandmammy round here. She only came to Newry about twice a year.
She'd buy a ton of yellow meal and everybody said it wasn't for the cattle but for soda bread.
Now my granny was hated by the baker man. He drove around Slieve Gullion in his well-stocked van. To a cottage with his fancy load, but he never came back to Sodabread Road.
Grandmammy ran her sodas in a peeler's Mark IV. She bought it in an auction outside Dromore.
Threw a towbar on it for the heavy load, but it wouldn't pull 120 on an unapproved road.
So her and my auntie stripped that engine down. I can still remember that rumbling sound.
Up here they shoot for paradise, in a crooked game with loaded dice. Our children buy just what we sell. The kid that built a heaven will surely build a hell. For they grow strange fruit at the gates of hell, with a bitter truth but a better smell. Now is not the time of doves, but the time of vultures. Then some peelers came around in the middle of the night, heard Mammy cry and knew something wasn't right.
Grandma's head down to Canberra with her nightly load. You could smell the banners burning on the Kegley Road.
I volunteered for the bake-off on my birthday.
Didn't think that it'd take me, but I did it anyway.
I was beaten in the final by some hipster man, but I came home with a brand new plan.
Should go plant them on the mountain and just let them grow.
Then I grind them in the mill that was down below the well, and the revenue men could all go to hell. Our little kids were sent to jail, their daily bread was cold and stale. We hunted them from hill and dale to Ottawa city jail. For us to win they had to fail and die inside our angry jails. The heavy water, not light hell, the sun is setting on the jail. Up here they shoot for paradise, in a crooked game with loaded dice. Our children buy just what we sell. The kid that built a heaven will surely build a hell. They grow strange fruit at the gates of hell, with a bitter truth but a better smell. Now is not the time of doves, but the time of vultures. Now my daughters are not bakers, they are artisans, and they've 20 women driving their electric vans. For I learned a few things from Polly, don't you know? The money's not in sodas but in sourdough.
Some heights on the mountain when the moon is overhead, I can still hear my franny hauling soda bread.
For the grannies of Slieve Gullion, one will never be dead. They baked more in their ovens than soda bread.
And if you are not eating, it's because you
are on the menu.